Alright guys, so I just came back to the bottling plant really quick to grab this last metal. But yeah, like it said there, that should be all of them. So I guess now we'll go ahead and travel back to the marketplace, and then once we're done talking to Nira, we can finally have that meeting with Shank. Alright, where's that delightful neighborhood robot? Seems like she's always somewhere around here. Ah, there she is.
Hi there! If you have any questions about Nuka-World, I'd be delighted to answer them. And remember, if you collect a full set of park medallions, I'll give you a special reward.
Alright then, cough it up. Turns out I got all of them.
Tell me more about these park medallions.
I'd be delighted to. Spread throughout the park are several dispensing machines that will give you a special park medallion. Once you've got a complete set, just bring them back to me for a special reward.
Well, I'm pretty sure... At least I thought I had them all. Maybe we're missing one, though.
I'll keep an eye out for these machines.
Happy hunting! What else would you like to know?
Actually, nothing for the time being.
No questions for now.
In that case, thanks for error. System malfunction.
You're still here? Get the hell out of my face, you miserable, dung-sniffing dirt scratcher!
System restored. Have a great day.
Okay. I'm gonna have my shotgun ignore what you just said. But let's see. Oh, it's inside the treehouse. So until we get the power back on, we're just gonna have to go talk to Shank. Yeah, here he is.
He's really starting to piss me off.
It's either you
Well,
or him.
look who it
Get him where
is.
it counts.
Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
About that. I still haven't decided.
Whoa there. I haven't decided yet.
Well, then let me help you make up your mind. Because it's a damn good idea. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Trust me, it sounds glorious. But then again, I don't think I would be the general of the Minutemen if I chose to follow through with this. But that being said, where do you come in?
I wanted to ask about your role in this.
I'm listening.
Which gang are you with?
Which gang do you work for?
Don't work for the gangs. Gage brought me in to work for the overboss. Plan was I'd advise Coulter in his grand scheme to run roughshod over the Commonwealth. And, despite Coulter's change of heart, I've kept my ear to the ground, just in case that day ever came. I'm hoping today might finally be it.
And what exactly do you do?
So, what exactly is it you do?
I'll walk you through all the ins and outs of getting us established on the other side of those mountains. Claiming territory, running jobs, keeping folks loyal. Gage and Coulter also tasked me with keeping on top of the goings-on back there. So I'll provide you with guidance on the places we can hit and the places we can't. Kind of makes me your one-stop shop for causing havoc in the Commonwealth.
Kind of makes me want to ask him about that girl he was talking to back when we first met him.
What is it that you get out of helping me do this?
I've been well taken care of up to this point. I ain't greedy, but people with my kind of talents aren't common. All I'm looking for is a continuation of the lifestyle I've become accustomed to, and the same piece of the Commonwealth pie everyone else around here has been itching to take a bite of.
Alright, fair enough.
That was all I had.
So, does that mean you're ready to begin?
Ah, shit. I mean, I'd rather not kill not only the Minutemen, but my settlers as well. On the other hand, though, this is the last DLC. So you know what?
Overboss? Something wrong?
Nah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from. An outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave. Or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land? Or you want to wipe them out?
Okay, so this is neat, because potentially, no one has to die. Not sure how easy that's going to be, but it could be worth a try.
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
Oh man, I mean, since it's our first one, should we just go operators? I'm also thinking maybe we should give it to the disciples. Just because out of all the 5 parks, they've only got 1. Yeah, you know what?
Chime in at any time.
I think we gotta go with them.
The disciples.
Yeah? Better bring a tarp. That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka-World's first new homestead?
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm ready.
Good. So, where you want to do this?
I know the Red Rocket truck stop only has, I think, Sean and Strong. Maybe Dogmeat's there too, but I'm not sure. So honestly, this one might be the best place to start. Although then again, I'd rather not get on their bad side. And I like the settlers the Slog has. Yeah, so you know what? Let's just go with the crossing.
Yeah, that one will do. So,
Alright guys, let's get going then. Alright, so it turned out we hadn't even discovered that place yet. So maybe this won't be so bad after all. Even if we do have to kill him.
Hey, you.
Yes. What do you want?
Just came to convince you to leave.
There's a gang of raiders coming for this place. Mine. But if you leave right now, I promise you, we won't have any problems.
You wanna... what? This place? Listen, not trying to piss you off here, but, I'm not sure that's gonna work. This is home.
Well, maybe you could find a new home? I'm only trying to help.
Look, I'm trying to help you here. You need to go. Now.
Oh, that's how it's gonna... Fine. Take it. Place is all yours.
Alright, not too bad. I like how there's also a peaceful option, that's pretty cool. But at the same time, I'm wondering if they might ever try to take it back. Or hell, even the Minutemen. Alright, so before we couldn't see the Raider flag that we needed, so I went to download yet another mod. But hopefully now we shouldn't have any problems. Because I think it should be just somewhere in here. Yeah, I think this looks to be the one. So we'll just throw this thing up right here. There we go. We cleared out the county crossing. So now what does she want?
Unimpressive. But I guess it'll do. Sooner we get some supplies coming in, the better. You can run along now. Go tell them how it went.
Man, they still really hate us, don't they? At this point, I'm not sure if that's ever going to change. But we might as well head back and tell Shank the good news. And who knows, maybe by now, Gage will have gotten the power back on.
Hey, Shank.
Well, well. Rumor going around is that some big bad raider boss strolled into the Commonwealth and talked a group of settlers right off their land. Not too shabby. I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Okay, well I like the sound of this. And here's how I'm thinking about it. We could either just lose our position as the Minutemen General and be fine with it, which isn't a huge problem. The other option is having all 3 Raider gangs
Chime in at any time.
coming after us. So I think the way we're going about it might be the best route. And plus they also offer the park some protection and also all the traders inside of it. So there is that too.
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
So this one's involving the caps, isn't it? So I'm thinking operators would be our best bet.
The operators.
I'll send word along. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, what's the target?
Man, I really do not want to hit the Slog. I think I like all the ghouls there, but it doesn't seem like we have any other option, does it?
Huh. Was that... Wait, just gonna leave me in the lurch here, boss?
Oh, what else did he need?
Shank.
Thought I'd seen something about them the other day.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Boss, back again. Was worried we might have scared you off. But who can keep away from a place like this? You decide how you want to convince these folks to pay up?
Yeah, I think I was just gonna talk him into leaving.
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
Alright, well this is just the same damn thing, isn't it?
The operators.
I'll send word along. Now, the target. It's going to have to be a settlement close to our outpost. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, where you want to do this?
Yeah, if the Slog is our only option, then what the hell, we'll do it. Because it's not like we have to kill the ghouls. We just gotta convince them to, you know, sort of work for us in a way.
Huh. Was that? I think that one's your territory, boss. You're sure that's the one you want to hit?
Okay, so that's what he was worried about. Also worries me a little bit too. But I'm sure we can handle it.
Don't you ever question me.
Just wanted to make sure. So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some. Let them know we mean business. Plus, having an outpost nearby gives us another option. Claiming the airwaves. Building a Nuka-World radio transmitter at an outpost within range of the target will let them know we're closing in on them. Your Pip-Boy map should show you which outposts are close enough to serve. And if none of that works, well, I suppose you could always try paying one of them to convince the rest. And it's worth remembering. The more populated or heavily defended a place is, the more prep work you're gonna have to do to get them to bend. Just bring us back something nice.
Alright, well, to be honest, I don't really like how it immediately makes them our enemy. Or at least not our allies. Because seriously, we haven't even been there yet. I'm sure we could have sweet-talked him into working out some kind of a deal. You never know. But yeah, that being said, I guess we'll head that way unless maybe we want to check out whatever's behind this place. Because I thought I saw some kind of a town. So maybe that'll be kind of cool to check out first. Also, wouldn't that be awesome if you could become sort of a double agent, almost, who works with both the Raiders and the Minutemen? So say you take over a settlement with these guys, yet you don't want them to keep it. Maybe you could just kind of dress up in a Minutemen outfit, take it back, and none of the Raiders would ever know what hit them. And that way you'd still be friends with these guys and not have to fight them. But who knows, maybe that's too easy of a choice. I guess it is kind of cool that they really make you choose. But as for this place, I'm really not seeing a whole lot. Oh, except for whatever those things are. Are those cave crickets? A lot of cave crickets. I'm still wondering when we're actually going to find these things inside of a cave. Because so far the name doesn't fit. Who were these guys, though? Just random settlers? Yeah, seems like it. And as for this town, I think that's pretty much everything. So we might as well just head back to the Commonwealth. Alright guys, here we are. Time to give them the bad news. I am kind of curious though to know what your guys' favorite ghouls are. Not only in Fallout 4, but I guess any of the Fallout games. I'd have to say there have been some pretty cool ones like Gob, Hancock, and even Raoul from New Vegas. But I think out of all of them we've seen so far, Gob is still my favorite.
Hey,
Can I help you?
Yeah, we have a bit of a problem.
There we go.
I'm here to make you an offer. This place will supply me and my friends in Nuka-World caps, food, whatever you got. In exchange, we won't bother you.
Doesn't sound like a great offer. Think I'm going to pass.
Come on, wise man. You've got no other choice.
Listen, you're gonna start working for me now, alright? Just keep the supplies coming and we won't have any problems.
You're not getting anything. Now please, how about you leave, huh?
Okay. How does 1,000 caps sound?
How about you and I make a deal? You get this place supplying my people. I'll make it worth your while.
You'll pay me? Yeah, I guess I can do that. Hey, everybody. Bad news. We've got some...
We probably just lost more than we'll ever make from this settlement. On the other hand, though, at least the ghouls got to live. What the hell's going on down there, though? Oh. Bit of a caravan war. Looks to me like that's everything here, though. So we'll once again head back and talk to Shank. Oh yeah, and also in terms of ghouls, there was also another really cool one in 3. He was the guy you could side with.
They're threatening to
take
tear
over
the place apart
Timpani.
if we don't get the hell out of there. It's cute, but irritating.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this.
Let me guess. We got ourselves a Minutemen problem?
If you have any questions about Nuka-World,
No,
I'd be
Nira,
delighted
I'm not here to
answer
talk
them.
to you. Scram, you piece of junk. I gotta hand it to her, she's really persistent.
Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh, I'm thinking what you're thinking. How about we rip them to shreds?
I will rip them to shreds personally.
Bingo. Only language raiders in the Commonwealth understand. Force. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
Hi there. If you have any questions about Nuka-World, I'd
Nira,
be
shut the
delighted
hell
to
up.
answer them.
We got raiders to kill.